चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। आञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। सभी भक्तों को भक्तुलंदरिकी इतना लैंग्वेज। I welcome all the devotees for today's session. Because sometimes Hindi, sometimes Telugu, sometimes English. After some days, sometimes Bengali. That's why so many languages, lot of fun. I welcome all of you. I hope all are you fine. But in Mayapur, there are heavy rains. So climate is completely very different. It's a time for it's raining heavy actually. I cannot make you feel of this because bringing that whole explanation into your heart is not so easy anyway. So we'll begin our discussion. Okay. So in the last class, we discussed sloka number 18. Yes, second chapter 18. We are going very slowly and steadily. I think we are going to win the race. I don't know whether we can finish before Janmashtami the 3 chapters. But anyway, finishing is not my goal. I never endeavor for finishing of anything. Because so keep on doing and relishing is my goal actually. Let us we try to relish and enjoy, not the finishing. Finishing targets, I don't like it. Okay. Sloka number 19. Okay. In just 1 minute, I'll try to recap. Only I'll take last sloka, but otherwise, lot of time we are losing actually in the recapping. Also, every day, 10 minutes we are losing. So I'm coming 5 minutes late, and after the 10 minutes recap, and then after 15 minutes over, and 45 minutes, it's not good actually. Okay. So Jaganmangalam Achyutamsham Samahitam Surasutena Devi Dadara Sarvatmakatma Bhutam Kṛṣṇa Yatanandakaram Manastaha. Just I explained just to remind all of you the story. So finally, by Vasudeva, so what happened? By Vasudeva, Lord that entered in Mother Devaki. The Lord is Jaganmangalam. That means is the manifestation of auspiciousness. Achyutamsham. Achyutamsham is the one who is possessing the amshas which are not fallible. That means infallible amshas. The one who possesses the infallible amshas. That means Narayana, Singha, Vamana, Matsya, all these amshas. Who is possessing? Kṛṣṇa is possessing. Achyutamsham Samahitam Surasutena Devi. That means Mother Devaki got him. By what? By whom? By Surasuta. Who is the Surasuta? The Vasudeva. So Devi Dadhara, that means she got, she holded. Now Lord. Where? So where she holded? She holded in her heart actually. Lord entered into her heart. Sarvatmakatma bhutam. So Lord is what? Sarvatmakam. Sarvatmakam means what? We understood in yesterday's class. So Sarva means for all the devotees, or otherwise Sarva means for Lord Shiva. Sarvatmakam and Atmakam. Atmakam means he is the lovable object for whom? For everyone, for all devotees. And Kam means he gives the pleasure. He gives pleasure to them. Hey Prabhu, can you switch off this? A lot of smell is coming from. Sucking. Yes. Sucking the outside bad smell inside. Material world is relative. One time it is useful and sometimes it is painful. Now it is painful. Okay. So that means Sarvatmaka means who is the one who gives the pleasure to the minds or the hearts of all the devotees, or otherwise, just one correction in the last in line sentence. I said Atma means lovable. That is not here actually. That is also one meaning, but not we should not take. Here Sarvatmaka means Sarva means for all devotees. Atma means a heart, and Ka means pleasure. That means the one who gives the pleasure to the hearts of everyone, every devotee, or otherwise Lord Shiva. So this you should take Sarvatmakam Atma Bhutam. That means he is appearing himself. Atma Bhutam Swayameva Avirbhutam. That means he is appearing himself. But in the case of the yogis, Lord appear, that means Paramatma appear in their heart. How? By the practice actually, by the dharana process. So yogis, they hold the Lord in their heart through the process of dharana. Yogis hold the Lord in their hearts through the process of dharana, which is nothing but one of the limb of Ashtanga Yoga. But in the case of the devotees, out of affection and love, Lord is appearing in their heart himself. There is no need to take off any endeavor of dharana process. No. And also, we should understand here, Lord is appearing in Devaki in what way? The way the moon is appearing on the east, On the east side, moon is appearing. The same way Lord is also appearing in the heart of the Devaki. From this, what you should understand? Here, Lord is not because of, so male and female counterparts are mixed and he is produced like other jivas. Is it like that? It's not like that. He's just appearing the way the sun is appearing on the east side, the same way he's appearing in the heart of Mother Devaki. So this thing you should understand. Then after that, Swakukshi Madhyepi Kṛṣṇam Pashyanti. So, and also Pashyanti Bhabuva iti Gneyam. And also she is seeing Lord in her womb. Kukshi means what? Coke. Coke. And Coca-Cola nahi. Coke. 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 Coke money? Embryo. Right? Kukshi Garbha. Uterus. It is Garbha. Garbha. So she is seeing him also in there. Babuva itigne. That means you should understand like that. He appeared in the heart, and also mother is she seeing Lord in her womb. Dishtyambate kukshikataha paraha puman ityagre tathokte. Because in the coming slokas we are going to see that Dishtyamba, Amba. That means mother saw Lord in her womb. Okay, this is what we are going to see. That's why based upon this you should understand that he entered into her heart, and also you should say that, you should understand that he is also entering into the womb of mother. Okay. We'll go to next sloka. Sadevaki sarva jagan nivasa nivasa bhuta nitaram nareje Bhojendra ge nishike varuddha Saraswati gnana kale yatha sati. Translation. Where is that mind? Translation. Devaki then kept within herself the supreme personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes, the foundation of the entire cosmos. But because she was under arrest, the house of Kamsa, she was like the flames of a fire covered by the walls of a pot, or like a person who has knowledge but cannot distribute it to the world for the benefit of human society. So, what we should understand here? Huh? Close the doors. Human creation always this problem. Our drainages are filled, and now material is coming back and giving smell lot. What when we can do? That is our creation. Creation of problems. Sadevaki sarva jagan nivasa bhuta. Sarva jagan nivasa bhuta. This Devaki, that Devaki is a shelter, is a residence for whom? He is a residence for the person. Who is that? He is a shelter for entire universe. So that means Devaki became shelter for whom? For the person who is a shelter for entire universes. So both Prakruta, Aprakruta, that means material and non-material. For both of the creations, Lord is the shelter. And for that Lord, she became resident now. Residence. She became not resident, residence. She became residence or house. Hare Nivasa Rupa Satya. Even Lord is in her, but Nitaram Sarva Janasya Ahladakataya Nareje. But when Lord is there in someone, then he will be so much effulgent or not. He should be effulgent and he will be pleasing everyone or not. But in the case of Devaki, it's not happening like that. Sarva Janasya Ahladakataya Nareje. So she didn't appear the way so she should actually, so to please the everyone, all the people, in that way she is not shining. She is not shining like that. Nareje. Why she is not shining like that? So that everyone can be pleased, all the people can be pleased. Why she is not raising, shining like that? Kintu daka Tatratya Swantaranga Ditrijana Sahitasya Swasyeva Ityartaha. But she is happy herself, and just to whoever are very close to her, one or two people, and for them only she is giving the pleasure. So she should give pleasure to everyone, but it's not happening. Only for the one or two people who are just very close to her, and also for herself. It's like that. She's not shining in such a way so that everyone is getting the pleasure. No, not in that way. But she's giving pleasure to one or two people who are very close to her, and also for herself. Why like that? For that, then example is given. Yataha Kamsasya Gruhe Ruddha Agnisika Iva Iti. That means if there is a fire in a house, then what will happen? So that fire is it visible outside? Is it visible to the people who are outside to the house? No. It is only visible to the people, one or two people who are in the inside of that house. Yes. In the same way, so when Lord entered into Mother Devaki, so but her shining is not going out. It is only so shining to one or two people and for herself. That's all. Like the fire is shining, or fire is Agnishika. So it is visible to one or two people in the house, and only those one or two people only will get the heatness from there. If there is a winter season, so then only the one or two people who are there, who are the residents of that house, those only will get the sufficient heat, and they can be happy. And that heat, that fire is giving pleasure to one or two people who are in the inside the house, not to the people in the entire village. No. The same way, Mother Devaki also giving the pleasure to one or two people who are very close to her, not to everyone. Okay, Gruhastita Vastveva Tatha Samipavartinam Ditre Jananam Sita Dinasika Cha Tateva Ityartaha. The way the fire in the house is eliminating the one or two people's cold, not the everyone in the village. So similarly, Okay, next. Yatha cha sa prabala sati rodakasya graham dahati tathaiva devakyapi kamsasya aishwaryam takshati ityartaha. But this fire in the house, slowly it will rise, and then after that, it will finish off that house. That means that completely the house will be in the fire. Then, so that means sacha prabhala sati, as much as this fire keep on increasing, then what will happen? It is going to burn out that house. Then after that, it is visible to everyone in the village, and everyone in the village are getting the relief from the cold. Yes. Similarly, now, so similarly, one day definitely Devakyapi Kamsa Aishwaryam Dakshati. This Devaki is also now very soon is going to destroy all the Aishwarya of the Kamsa. Now Kamsa is suppressing her by keeping in the small rooms. So in the house, he made house arrest. He kept him in a house, and now in those walls. So inside those walls, so since Lord is presenting in her, and yes, she is not giving her influence to everyone actually. But when Kṛṣṇa grows, then what will happen? This Kamsa will be destroyed. So then this Devaki will be causing for destruction of the finishing of all the opulence of the Kamsa. So then everyone will come to know. So that is the thing you should understand here. One more example. That means in the sloka, what is said? Even Lord is residing in Devaki, but she is not shining. She is not shining. This much is said. Netaram na reje. She is not brilliantly shining. The meaning means what you should take, whatever I explained. So till now. Okay. So there is one more example is given. Gnana khale yatha sati. Gnana khale yatha sati. Saraswati gnana khale yatha sati. That means someone who is gnana vanchaka. That means he is a cheater. But he is having the knowledge, but he is a cheater. And what he is doing, he is not distributing the knowledge, whatever is there in him. He is a cheater. Gnana vanchaka. Gnana khala. Khala means vanchaka. Gnana khala means gnana vanchaka. That means he is having the knowledge, but is not distributing. That means he is suppressing the Saraswati inside him. Like how this khala means here Kamsa, and Kamsa is suppressing Mother Devaki. Similarly, here Gnana khala, that means the cheater who is having the knowledge and is suppressing. So then that means he is Gnana Vanchika means he is not distributing knowledge. Means what? He is suppressing the Saraswati. Sarvalokanukarini sati. That means, of course, whole universe follows her. But now this cheater of the knowledge is suppressing her. So then what will happen? Na rajate, that nobody is getting that knowledge, and so nobody knowing the glories of the Saraswati. Yes. Similarly, here Kamsa is also suppressing the Mother Devaki, who is the mother of who is possessing the Jagannivasa, the resident of entire material and non-material creations. So, but Papa atishayena swarodakam cha kalena yatha nashayati tathaiva swa aparadena kamsam api devaki nasa ishyati ityartaha. So, because this person who is having the knowledge not distributing because of this sin, Papa atishayena, when it increased, swarodakam cha kalena, so yatha nashayati. So that knowledge himself, that means whatever is there in him, that Saraswati, is going to destroy him. Since he's not going to distribute that, so what she will do? She will destroy him. So she will be destroying him. The same way, here Kamsa is suppressing Mother Devaki, and because of this suppressing, that means this offense is doing Kamsa, definitely this Devaki is going to in future destroy this Kamsa. How she is going to destroy? You might be thinking here. So she is going to give birth to Lord, and that Lord is going to kill him. So now Lord is there in her, and yes, and but now Kamsa is suppressing her. What is going to happen actually? So definitely she is going to destroy him through the Kṛṣṇa actually. Same. Okay, this is the thing we should understand. For that, two examples are given. I think you all understood. One is the example of the fire in the fire which is suppressed in the room, in house actually, which is suppressed in a house, which is not visible and which is not giving the heat and light to the others outside the house, but only the one or two people in the house. But when that increases that fire, then one day it will finish off that house, it will burn out that house which is suppressing it, and then also is distributing that heat and light to everyone in that village. That is one example. And second is this one. Okay, next 20th. Tam Vikshakamsa Prabhayajitam. Tam Vikshakamsa Prabhayajitantaram. Virochayantim Bhavanam Suchishmitam. Suchesmitam. Prahaishame Pranaharo Harirguham. Dhruvam Srito Yanna Pureyamidrishi. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead was within her womb, Devaki illuminated the entire atmosphere in the place where she was confined. Seeing her jubilant, pure, and smiling, Kamsa thought, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is now within her, will kill me. Devaki has never before looked so brilliant and jubilant. What happened? So when Lord entered into her womb, to heart, then yes. Anyway, of course, she's not shining to entire Mathura, but one or two people. Kamsa came and saw. And he is seeing the difference actually. In previous boy's case, he used to come to every boy time also. Whenever she conceives and boy is growing, so he comes and sees what is happening. At the time, she was laughing actually. Just to make happy Kamsa, she laughs. So even after having so much pain, she was. But now this time, when Lord is there in her womb, so this laughing is, she smiles, not laughing, she smiles. And this smile is really different from the previous smiles. And her smile, this is so natural, and she was so happy actually. Because Lord is in her womb. Because of this, so she's looking very differently. And our Kamsa is able to see the difference actually compared to previous times. Prabhaya bhuvanam virochayantim ajitah antare kukshi madhye yasyasthan. Kukshi madhye yasyasthan. Because he is in the womb of her. So who is Ajitaha? That means Supreme Personality of God. So Prabhaya bhavanam virochayantim. That means that whole house is fully spreaded with the shining of which is coming from her body. It's like chamakra actually. Sometimes, yes, we say 10, 15, 20, 100 people, maybe someone who is a great sadhus or gurus. So even one person is there, so entirely that whole room also shines, yes, and the whole assembly will shine. So similarly, that whole palace bhavanam, prabhaya bhavanam, Bhavanam Suchesmitam Virochayantim Bhavanam. 1 second. So complete Bhavanam, what I am searching actually, Bhavanam means here, it's not simply a small jail. So Bhavanam is a big building. To say big building is known as Bhavanam. I think, yeah, it's like a house arrest. So Prabhaya Bhavanam Virochayantim Ajitah Antare Kukshimadye. So the whole building is shining actually because of her shine. So Tam Viksha, by seeing her, Kamsa Purvavat Vanchanartham Sakapatam Smitam Yasyaha. Previously, in previous turns, Devaki used to laugh or the smile, as used to smile to cheat the Kamsa. Why? To make him happy. Otherwise, if she is not cheating him by her smile, then Kamsa will get doubt. If she is serious, Kamsa will get doubt that maybe they are doing some other plan. And he may lead to any kind of decision actually. So he may go to any kind of decision. So that's why she used to, so Smitham, that means used to smile, that means lightly. Light smiling is known as Smitham. Sakapatam, that means along with the, artificially she used to smile, just for the sake of cheating the Kamsa. But now it's not like that. Yes, yasyam viksha swagatam, but she's not like that now. But she's completely is differently looking now. And by seeing her, Kamsa is thinking himself inside. Yasyasyam viksha swagatam me matanga chahari. Inside is thinking, maybe my enemy and this lion Hari is the lion, na? Actually. Matanga chahari. That means Hari is a lion. This lion is hiding in the, like a lion hides in a small cave. Like that, my enemy, this Vishnu, who is a lion, he is hiding in her womb, actually. So my enemy is living here. Like that, his inside thinking comes up. And after that, what he did? 21st. Kimadyatasmin karaniyyamashu me yadartatantro navihanti vikramam striya swasur gurumatya vadhoyam yashasriyam hantyanu kalamayuhu. Kamsa was thinking, my enemy Vishnu is hiding in this small cave. It's nothing but the womb of my sister Devaki. So what should I do now? Kim adya tasmin karaniyam. So then Kamsa thought, what is my duty now? What should I do now? The Supreme Lord, who knows his purpose. So Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkritam, will not give up his prowess. Devaki is a woman. She is my sister, and moreover, she is now pregnant. If I kill her, my reputation, opulence, and duration of life will certainly be vanquished. So when he saw that jubilant and shining Devaki, so he decided that definitely Vishnu only is in her womb. Otherwise, how this much shining will come? So now what should I do? He's thinking like that. So Acharya is explaining what options he thought you can see here. So tasmin mad vairini ashu idanim kim karanim. Just now, his enemy is now in the small cave, in that womb of her. अरे मिल गया अभी तो, हाँ तो शत्रु तो मिल गया ना, अभी तो मौका तो मिल गया. So enemy is now in front of him in the small cave. So what he should do? He's thinking, what should I do? So kim karaniyam garbhastam eva tamimam hanyam chit. What should I do? Shall I kill him now? If I kill her, then he will also die, na? Lord also will die. What should I do? Shall I kill? यदि यस्मात् अर्धतन्त्रः स्वार्थपरोऽपि लोकः विक्रमं न विनाशयति. अरे, if I attack on her, what? So Chetil garu gaaldadu kurkuchunnada enti Vishnu. He is thinking himself. So that means Vishnu will live like that, and I am attacking and he will be leaving? No, because Ardha Tantraha, that means whatever Vishnu plans, he definitely executes. Is a perfect in execution of his plan. He will never just sit idle. So, and he will not sit idle. Vikramam na vinashayati. Lokaha vikramam na vinashayati. Without any reaction, so he will be sitting like that? No. So definitely he will attack on me. So that's why I should not attack on her. He is thinking one option is Sampratyasya vade mama viryatva vinjako vikramo nankshati. One more thing he is thinking. He will definitely attack. And if I kill her, so even if I kill her, so what is the point he is thinking? Even if I kill, so Vishnu will not leave me. Definitely he will attack on me. And one more thing, if I attack on her, so Sampratyasya vade mama, if I kill her now, Viryatya vinjako vikraman, that means my prowess will be destroyed. Because I am a powerful king. I have a lot of power. And what people will think? People will be thinking that this man is killing a pregnant lady. And people will be giving that kind of kalanka. That means some bad reputation you will be getting. Okay? So I will be repeating once again. Maybe I don't know. Either I make clear point or not. So when he saw Mother Devaki, so at that time, Kamsa confirmed himself there is a Lord inside in her womb. Then after that, he is thinking inside, so what should I do now? So whether I should attack on her. So Garbhastam Tamimum Hanyam, that means, so shall I kill this baby who is there in her womb? But Lord, no, I cannot do that, because Lord is always is planned actually. He will definitely Ardha Tantraha. He want to achieve whatever he wants. So that's why it's not possible. He will not sitting idle. So I should not do that. So that option he left over. So if I kill her, by killing the Devaki, so people will think me about very badly, because I will get the bad reputation being a hero. I'm the hero, and so if I kill a pregnant lady, so people will suspect my prowess actually. So that's because, so just a so just he attacked on a pregnant lady. What is this? So people, how they will think actually? They will very badly think actually. So tasmat jata pravruddha taruni bhutin anena saha sangrame jaye parajaye va mama vikramastu. So I'm a hero, so better let her give the delivery. That means let her have the delivery and give birth to a Vishnu, and let him grow, and when he become young, then I will fight with him. Then I will kill him. So then that will be good for my prowess, means my heroism. people will never think bad about my heroism. So in that battle with that boy, if I fight, if I win or may lose, so in that only my heroism will retain. But if I attack on her now, definitely people will think very badly. And also Lord is not going to stop his plan. So definitely he will be, he'll be come up with the another agenda actually. He will come up with another plan and definitely he will come up with another. So that's why better let her give the delivery and we'll fight with that boy. So Vikrama, then that is my hero, that will resemble my heroism. Nakevalam Vikrama Hanireva Dharmadi Hanir. Not only that, so my heroism is badly reputed. So that is only the loss. My losing of my heroism, bad reputation on my heroism, that is only the not the loss. There is one more loss. That means dharmadi hanihi. There is destruction for the dharma also. That is said in the next line of this sloka. So how there is a destruction of the dharma? Saying, hey, this is woman actually. Striyaha swasuhu. On top of that, she is my sister. Guru Matya. On top of that, she is a pregnant lady. Guru Matya means Garbhani Stri. Gurvinyaha. That means, so she's having, so pregnant and also Guru Matyaha Gurvinyaha Atra Bhayeneva Yat Swadauratmyam Stabdam Tattu Mad Vivekeneva Swasmin Abhimana Mukham Kalpitam Kamsena Iti Gneyam. So, on top of that, she is also, so this is not good. This is very bad. It will bring the bad reputation to me. And it is against to the, not only bad reputation, it is against to the dharma. It's against to the dharma, dharmadi hani, against to the dharma. And that's why what? So out of fear only, Kamsa, yat saudharatmyam stabdam tattu mad vivekenevita swasmin abhimanamukam kalpitam kamsena iti gneyam. So that's why Kamsa also laughing actually by seeing her. So because no, I should not attack on her, it's not good. In the two ways, it's a loss. My reputation will be gone, and also dharma, that means a loss for the dharma also. So that's why out of fear only, because Lord is there in her womb. So out of fear only, so with intelligently, so Lord Kamsa smiled towards her. Abhimana mukam kalpitam swasmin abhimana mukam kalpitam. Next, 22nd sloka. Dehe, sorry. Sayesha jivan kalu sampareto varteta yo atyanta nrushamsitena dehe mrutetam manuja shapanti ganta tamondham tanumani no dhruvam. A person who is very cruel is regarded as dead even while living. For while he is living or after his death, everyone condemns him. And after the death of person in the bodily concept of life, he is undoubtedly transferred to the hell known as Andatama. Further, what Kamsa is thinking, you see. Garbhahatavataha mama jivitavyamapi dikkrutameva. So if I kill her, this Garbhani Stri, pregnant woman, so then what will happen? So even if I alive by that, that is equal to the death only. Dikkrutam, that means that is heinous. That kind of life is heinous actually. Okay. So keeping that in mind, this sloka he told, 22nd sloka. Nrusamsitena, in this sloka you should see Nrusamsitena means is very cruel. So, Krauryena. Dehe mrute sati jivati. Sayesha Jivan Kalu Samparit. That means if any sinful man, any cruel man, even if he is alive, so it's equal to the death. Dehe mrute sati. And also even he dies. Dehe mrute sati iti. Jivati tu yadyapi. Tasmat bibhyati tadapi iti bhavaha. So many things will happen actually. By seeing that cruel person while he is alive, everyone may be out of fear, they may respect. But when he die, then what? People, everyone will be giving the curse. So gone, this cruel man gone. Sapanti re papin kumbhi pake pata. Kumbhi paka, you know? Kumbhi paka is also one of the punishment in hellish planets. Krimi bhojanam, kumbhi paka, and like this. So Rauravam, like this, many are there. Different types of the punishments in the hell. So people all will think after his death, that cruel man's death, they all give curse that now he's gone, and so he should go to the Kumbhi Paka. Such a hellish punishment he should get. They all curse like that. Sakshepam uchchaihi akroshanti. That means when he alive, there nobody will speak out. But when he die, then everyone will be loudly he is giving the curses. Tatascha tanu maninaha pranyantara himsaya swatanu manayato lalayato janasya bhogam yad andatamastat dhruvameva ganta gacchati. So therefore, if anyone is thinking himself as body, and if he kills the another's body, and he cares for only his body, and such a person definitely will go to the Andatamaha. That means he will go to the hellish planets. There is no doubt in that. So I should not do this kind of sin of destroying her womb is not at all good actually for me. So it is very much sinful and it will lead to the hellish planets. And everyone will curse me. Like that he thought. Next, 23rd. इति घोरतमाद्भावात् संविवुत्तः स्वयं प्रभुः आस्ते प्रतिक्षणं तज्जन्म हरेर्वैरानुबन्धकृत्. So deliberating in this way, Sukadeva Goswami said, deliberating in this way, Kamsa, although determined to continue in enmity toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead, refrained from the vicious killing of his sister. He decided to wait until the Lord born and then do what was needed. So finally, thinking out of, that means out of fear and out of the, so seeing the loss for the dharma and out of the, so losing of the reputation. Many reasons are there. Because of all the reasons, so Kamsa finally decided not to kill this boy in the womb, not to kill him. So Ghora Tamad Bhava Samdivuta. That means so killing of this boy. From that he is relieved now. Kamsa is relieved from that thought. Swayam Prabhu Aste Pratikshan Janma Harer Vairanu Bandhakru. Then he started waiting. So that means he is waiting to see the birth of this boy. And then after that he wants to attack on him. Otherwise, further whatever he wants to do, he will plan. Okay, 23, 24. Asinaha Swavimshastistan Bunjana Paryatan Piban Chintayano Hrishikesham Apashyattanmayam Jagat. Last sloka for today. While sitting on his throne or in his sitting room, while lying on his bed, or indeed while situated anywhere, and while eating, sleeping, or walking, Kamsa saw only his enemy, the Supreme Lord Hrishikesha. In other words, by thinking of his all-pervading enemy, Kamsa became unfavorably Krishna consciousness. Actually, one point I missed somewhere actually here. Why Kamsa got this kind of, at least some reasonable thought? So the reason is, since Lord is in the womb of Mother Devaki, because of that, so his nature, that means, so Kamsa's nature is quite, that means not usual actually. Because of the influence of the Lord in her womb, because of the influence of the Lord who is in her womb, and because of this, Kamsa is this uh, so this weakness or the cruelty is quite became less actually. So okay, that I read somewhere. I am not able to see that where it is. This, but you should note this. Now anyway, come to the 24th. In this sloka, what is said? Asinaha samvishastishtan bunjanaha paryatan piban. So now Kamsa started feeling the enmity with that boy. Harer anubandha janitena bhayena. So because of his enmity towards the Hari, he started getting the fear now. Kamsasya, that means then by that fear, Kamsa's mind is completely filled with the Krishna actually. Chitta Vesham Vivrinoti. That means Lord entered in his mind. That means completely is in the mind in the mind of completely in the mind of Kamsa. Who is there? Krishna only is there because of fear. So towards him. Asinaha. Swa Vishan. That means while he is sitting, Kamsa used to think. While sleeping, while thinking, all the time he is Chintayan. That means he is feeling that maybe so Krishna is coming this form or that form. Maybe this is a Krishna. Maybe that is a Krishna. Maybe Krishna is behind this wall or behind that pillar. So like this, so he keep on getting so much fear. And because of that fear, his mind is completely filled with the Krishna. So Krishna is Hrishikesha. Here, if you say Hrishikesham apashyat. So here Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning Kamsa is seeing the Hrishikesha. Why he used the word specifically Hrishikesha? Because Sarvendriya Vishaya Bhutam. So Krishna became object for all the senses. So Sarvendriya Vishaya Bhutam Tan Mayatva Darshanam. While smelling also, he is feeling Krishna. While seeing, while hearing. But means for all the senses of Kamsa are what? Are feeling Krishna actually. So that means Krishna became object for all his senses. So that's why here Hrishikesha is mentioned. That means Hrishikesha is one meaning is who is the controller of the Hrishika. That means senses. Here Hrishikesha means so the object for all the senses. So here Hrishikesha means Sarvendriya Vishaya Bhutam. That means for the Kamsa everything became Krishnamayam. Krishnamayam, Tanmaya Darshanam. In the case of the pure devotees, so if that means they have a lot of prema. So that's why out of prema they see everywhere. That means pure devotees means Uttama Bhaktas. See, a pure devotee means you take as Uttama Bhakta, he will be seeing out of love everywhere Krishna. And also they will be getting the pleasure. But in the case of the Kamsa, out of fear, he is seeing everywhere Krishna. And what is the result of that? He is getting the pain. Parama dukkha janakam. So even he is seeing the Krishna everywhere, and whenever he sees Krishna through any sense, what he will be feeling? He'll be feeling the pain actually. Parama dukkham. So that is the definition. Bhakti vairino tanmayatva darshanasya bheda darshtevaya. The difference between the devotee and Kamsa, both are thinking about the Krishna. One is thinking about Krishna, and one is seeing, devotee is seeing Krishna everywhere out of love, because of love. And Kamsa is seeing the Krishna because of fear. And what is the outcome when they see Krishna? So they are getting the pleasure, devotees. And what about Kamsa? Kamsa is getting the pain. So this is the difference we should understand here. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. The questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, two questions over here, points of confusion for me at least.
Yes.
Is that first one is that Kamsa is speaking all about good things, that he is realizing that this is by he should not kill Devki, he should not kill her Garbha, and
Yes.
this will happen and that will happen and hell will happen. Then what
Yes.
happened? Then what happened? So this he is thinking on his own. But
Yes,
then
sir.
But the previous situation was much better, na? That when he was coming on the chariot and the Akashvani, there he was being instructed by Vasudev. So at that time he did not think of all this, and now he's thinking of all these things.
Yeah,
So,
that is the reason I said.
so where is the change in the heart which has happened?
Because in the womb of the Devaki, Lord is there, na? Because of the influence of him, some changes are there. By seeing her, so Kamsa is seeing her,
Yeah.
and where Lord is there in her womb.
Yeah.
So that's why that change.
So he's getting influenced by this.
Some spurna because of the Lord's some spurna, good spurna happened.
Spurna, I understand. The spurna means the sprouting. Something like sprouting. Spurna.
Good intentions.
Good intention. And or is it because that he is coming in association with a pure devotee like Vasudev and Devki for a longer time?
No.
Not for that. Not for that. Okay. The second question was this, Prabhuji, that you said about this about his fear. Krishna has been fully imbibed into him, and the word used is also Krishna consciousness he has become, but in the viparita, the opposite way, that is viparit bhavana, I mean in the way of the fear.
Pratikulyena anusilanam, Krishna anusilanam.
Yeah, that you have taught us. Yes, you have taught us that. But my question here is that he's got Krishna consciousness has come and he has got fear, but then that Krishna consciousness is so powerful that it should destroy his fear. Na? His fear is not going to get destroyed. He's going to become more atrocious in the future by sending those demons and all. So how do we look at that angle? That's the second and the last question.
So yeah, that is also said here. So he became Krishna conscious.
Yes.
In a different way, actually. Out of fear, he became Krishna conscious. And that is going to give the pain for him.
But why should the Krishna consciousness not defeat this fear, Prabhuji?
No.
Itna Krishna conscious ban gaye wo. Every second he is thinking of Krishna, whereas I don't think of Krishna every second here.
Yeah, for all the senses, through all the senses, he's feeling Krishna.
Yeah,
So,
because you said that
yeah.
Kṛṣṇa entered his mind. So definitely when Kṛṣṇa entered his mind and mind controls all the senses, that means his senses were also.
Who entered? Where I said?
So Kṛṣṇa entered in the mind means his thought entered into his mind. He saw everywhere Kṛṣṇa.
No.
That way.
No. I didn't say Krishna entered into
No.
the mind.
You didn't say that. But you said that
Krishna made his. Yeah, he made his intentions good. Actually, that's all.
Yeah.
1 second, Prabhu. 1 second.
Yes.
Pranam Guruji. Yeah. So how much time? Maybe 10, 15.
Yeah. So the point was is that why could that Kṛṣṇa consciousness of that whatever Kṛṣṇa consciousness small he had, why that could not defeat the fear in his mind, and
Why it should do? Why it should do?
कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस कृष्णा का नाम लिया है, कृष्णा के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, तो भले फियर है, बाद में तो खत्म होना चाहिए ना प्रभु जी.
Why it should?
That I don't know. That you have to guide me. You have to guide me.
Why you should do? On what basis you are saying? Anukulyana Krishnānuselanam Bhaktiruttama. When one does the service to the Krishna with the favorable mood, then it is the bhakti. Otherwise, it's not bhakti. So it's not at all called as a bhakti. Whatever. So Kamsa is doing, you cannot say it is a bhakti. Then why it should give actually? Why it should give the result of? But it is not bhakti, but you are expecting bhakti results. Why?
Okay, so I will take that angle of Bhakti Rani ji. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
No, it's not bhakti at all.
Yeah, so I'll take that angle, accept your angle.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
It's not a bhakti, so then that's why he's not going to get any auspicious results now. But since he's being killed in the hands of the Lord, so that finally he's giving the liberation.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sri Devi, Vatranam. Vatranam means, yeah. Vatranam tells them.
అవును ప్రభుజీ. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
ఈరోజు క్లాస్ చాలా చాలా బాగుంది ప్రభుజీ, చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. ఎస్పెషల్లీ అగ్ని గురించి చెప్పారు కదా, సో ఆ పాయింట్ చాలా హార్ట్ఫుల్ గా అనిపించింది. సో మీకు థ్యాంక్స్. మన హౌస్ లో చిన్న అగ్ని ఉన్నప్పుడు మన ఇంటి వరకే తెలుస్తుంది, ఆ హౌస్ అంతా అగ్నిగా మారిపోయినప్పుడు అది పాయింట్ హార్ట్ టచింగ్ గా అనిపించింది. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ ప్రభుజీ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Okay, any others, any other questions? So Mataji is only comment, not the question, so that's why I'm not translating. So okay, next to Anupam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhu, we saw that when Jaya and Vijaya were cursed, at that time, the Lord assured them that, they will meditate on the Lord in mystic yoga, in anger. So although they were always favorable to the Lord, because of the curse of the sages, boy sages, they had to fall down. So their consciousness, so do we understand the consciousness concentrating on the Lord, meditating of the Lord unfavorably was also done by the Lord, because they were his gatekeepers. So the question arises, how much of our own free will is there for us to become Krishna conscious, and how much the Lord can influence us?
So in the case of the Jaya and Vijaya, if you see, the whole episode happened because Lord wants to have a fight. So he wants to have a competitor actually. Sufficient competitor who can give a nice competition to him. So that's why he selected Jaya and Vijaya, and then that's why this whole episode happened. And yes, unfavorable to that, so they will be acting. So In the case of the Jiva also, once if we surrender and we are completely instruments in the hands of it, we don't want to maintain another free will. No free will. Where is the free will? There is no free will at all for Jiva. When it is in the clutches of the Maya, based upon the Maya's, so Maya is providing various situations to it out of modes, that means passion, ignorance, goodness, passion, ignorance. So this is completely filled with these three modes, and Jivatma is being exposed to this. So sometimes it is doing the bad, sometimes it is doing good, and sometimes it is illusion, like that. So based upon its previous karma, and so it is getting the various situations, and Jivatma is keep on just is completely controlled by the Maya in the conditioned state. And this Jivatma, when coming in association with the devotee, then this Jivatma is given with the taste, actually, taste for the bhakti. So Jivatma is given, that means is made him to taste a new thing, actually. So till now he didn't taste it, the bhakti. Holy name is a taste, tushti, pushti, shuddha nivritti. When you take one time holy name, it is going to give the relishment to you. That happened by the association of the devotees. So when Jivatma got this association, it got tasted that, and now it is captivated with that, and now it is going behind that. You see, this Jivatma, till now it doesn't have any clue, so that's why it is just thinking that highest pleasure means from the Maya only it will get, and it is enjoying there. And now it is coming in association of the devotees and is tasting this. And why it is not getting the full taste at one time? Because of his aparadha, sins, his offenses. And now this Jivatma get the more and more association of the devotees. So it will get more and more taste and it will be sticking to this. So sticking to this. Because why we are in this process? We are in this process because we are getting the taste, one thing. Another thing is, we are being taught. If you go to the Maya, then you will be getting the punishment, pain. Don't go there. It will be a painful thing. So you be here. So that's why we are hearing the good lessons from the Shastra and from the Vaishnavas. And we are leaving that and coming here. So this kind of choice we made here. Why we made this choice? Because naturally Jivatma is meant for doing the devotion. You see, instead of saying the choice, because we are more, that means we are naturally, intrinsic nature of Jivatma is serving the Lord. So now Jivatma is trying to come into his original situation, original position. Original consciousness, you can say, original consciousness. Which is really meant for what? It is really meant for that action. So there you may use the word maybe, because choice will be given to you once the Vaishnava is coming in your association. Otherwise, those Jivatmas doesn't have any Vaishnava association. They don't have any choice. There is no free will at all. They are simply, you cannot use the word free will actually, because they are knowing this is only the highest pleasure and enjoying in this material world. And the Vaishnava came, so they made you to taste this. One thing, and another thing is their influence actually. They also influenced you. And because of that, so intrinsically Jivatma is pure only, but the offenses are there. So those offenses are stopping you to not to strictly take this choice. But not the free will, you cannot say. Free will is not at all having any big role. Actually, there is no word of free will in these shastras. What is the free will actually? Jivatma by nature it get the pleasure from the bhakti, and it wants pleasure, and it will get the pleasure from that bhakti, but it is not accepting because of what? Because of its offenses. It's not that the free will is a separate thing. Is there? Why the devotees are giving association? Why the jivatmas, all jivatmas are not relishing in the same way? Because of the offenses. Otherwise, the intrinsic nature of jivatma is relishing from the bhakti. Okay. So that's why you don't see the jiva swatantriam. This kind of wording is not there in the sandarbhas, as per my knowledge at least. Why the other jivas are not selecting? What do you say? Because they are having the no free will. That's right. So if you preach to 10 people and 5 are taking up seriously and 5 are not taking up, what is that? They are not having the free will. Or they are not utilizing the free will. Why they are not utilizing? They are not, because of their offenses, they are not able to take up. This is the Shastra give the reason. Shastra says that because by nature Jivatma, any Jivatma, you or me or anyone actually, all these Jivatmas in this whole universe are naturally get the relishment from the bhakti. But why they are not taking up? Because of the offenses. Not because of free will. And once if you realize this, that means once if you started getting relishing and you are getting the shraddha, if you get faith on this, by hearing you'll get the faith, then you will be fully surrendered to him. Then where is the free will to you? Once you are surrendered to him as a servant, you are selling yourself to him. There is no need of free will anything. In the Goloka, why you need free will? What do you do with that free will? What is this free will word? Free will word is not at all there in the Shastra.
But Prabhu, we have seen that so many maybe offensive jivatmas have been brought to bhakti by the mercy of pure devotees.
Yes, not by the free will of those people.
Yeah, but some have left, some may leave, some may stay on. That is also there. And
why? Why? Because Jivatma is given independence? No, because of their offenses are there.
But Prabhu, we are all offensive in varying degrees.
Yes.
So who is to decide who's more offensive? And
who
how
will
does
decide
that
means,
impact?
yeah. But sadhus, even the same sadhu is giving association to the two people. It's not necessary that sadhu's kripa should be equal to one of them. Instead of saying the free will of this jivatma, this victim jivatma, we should say the free will of the Vaishnava is the cause actually. He may give the less mercy to him. And he might be one thing, this victim jivatma might be having a lot of offenses, that means severe offenses, and those can be destroyed by the Vaishnava if he wants, but he may not want. That's up to his choice. Here free will is given to the Vaishnava, who is going to give the mercy that is completely in his own hands. Either doctor want to treat this patient or not is simply the doctor's choice, not the patient's choice.
Okay, Prabhu. One more question, Prabhu. These Jaya, Vijaya, they are Nitya Mukta entities?
They are eternally. Jivatmas are two types. Some jivas, eternally they are, and yes, and some jivas eternally in the material. Why? No why. Because anadi. Anadi means there is no beginning. Don't have any questions further. Because in this material world, so you use the material logic, it doesn't have any value to understand the spirituality. So from the anadi, these jivatmas are, and from anadi they are there. Jiva Goswami says, so swabhavika, that means like Garuda. Garuda is also jiva. But they have Paratattva Gnanam by nature. And these Jivatmas who are in the middle world, they don't have Paratattva Gnanam by nature. So why this discrimination? Who did? What who did? It's not did by anyone. It's Anadi. Like you say, Lord is there Anadi. Do you have any questions on that? From when onwards Lord is there? Who is the cause for the Lord? Did you ask any question on that? Did you ask anytime? Everything should be having the cause, then you should also have the cause for the Lord. And what is the cause for that? What is the cause for that? Will you achieve any spirituality by that kind of thought process? That kind of irrational logic? No, no. Same way, when it is said that from the beginningless jivas are like this, and if you put question, then what kind of, then you'll ask once again, what is the cause? What is the cause? Like that, you should ask for the Lord also. If you take Anadi means some good amount of time, so before the good amount of time, so since from good amount of time, Lord is here. If you take like this, and before the Lord, what is there? If you take the word Anadi, meaning is some good amount of time, maybe huge amount of time. So that means a huge amount of time we take for the word meaning Anadi, and at that time Lord did some jivas there and some jivas here. If you take that kind of logic, that kind of analysis, that is a bogus analysis. Because then you should take that same analysis for the Lord also. You take Lord is existing in this creation, in this cosmos for the huge amount of time. Before that, then who is there? Then that question there also can come. Huh? Then you put question also there. Then you search for that also there. Where you'll go there? Where your thinking and where your analysis will go? It's blind actually, it's useless. And this says Verda Pralapana. This is Shastra, Sanskrit word is. So that's why Prabhupada also says, whatever it may be nonsense, you just take up this process, right? So when there is you are drowning in the water, someone is giving the help and take the helping hand and just get out from that. That's all. Similarly, it's a simple way. For the layman, how to explain, he's explaining like. But so that's why you cannot achieve the spirituality through your material reasoning. Tarka pratishtana. Tarka, what is the value for your tarka? You should be very patient enough to accept the spiritual axioms from the Shastra. You should be patient enough. You should bear the pain from coming from your tarka. Your tarka is itching actually. It always make you to itch and make you that means to itch it more and more. But nonsense, you will not get any conclusion. That's the Vasudev, what he's saying, tarka apratishtana. It doesn't have any value actually. What is it having? Shastra yonitvat. Shastra is having the Shabda mulatvat. Shabda is having the powerful actually, is powerful than the tarka. Shastra is saying Anadi, you are there, that's all. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, is this the right understanding that these are Nitya Muktas only, that the Lord chooses from the spiritual world to come down into the material world to act as his enemy so that he can enact his pastimes? So these are
that's
Nitya
one. That's not for every jiva. You are not Jai Vijaya. That's for the Jai Vijaya. That's all. Your name is there, or my name is there in the Shastra. Some name like Jai Vijaya. No, we are not like that. We are different, and that's a pastime actually. So that different. Don't apply Jai Vijaya case for the general jivas. No. There is another ignorance actually. People, they apply the Jai Vijaya's case for everyone. So your name also should be there in the Bhagavatam. Show me that. For which Līlā you want to perform, you came here. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any questions? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Pancha Kalpatarucha Kripasindhu Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Jai. Gaur Prema.